Well, I've been pretty high on Lady Deathstrike on this channel, with her being in the spotlight caches this week. There was another Series 5 card that I know a number of folks have opened, the Silver Samurai. Today's deck list is my attempt to take a tune-up on this card in the post-Mobius world. Mobius changed the landscape around Silver Samurai a little bit because the primary thing that Silver Samurai does by making both players discard a card from their hand is enable the powerful card Stature, who can be a 1 energy 6 power card. Now, I mentioned Lady Deathstrike a moment ago. She's kind of key in what this deck is looking to do. Her ability to destroy cards with less power than hers is one of the ways that we can take opposing Mobiuses off the table, so we can leverage this cheap Stature while also disrupting the opponent's board. The core of this deck is a mixture of destroy and discard, since Samurai gives us a discard game plan. We've got Dakin, who loves to do both of those things with the Maramasa Shard. We've got X23, who gives us extra energy in a couple of ways. Notably, X23 into Carnage can let us play a Lady Deathstrike on turn 4 or a copy of Silver Samurai on turn 3. To give us a little bit of redundancy in that acceleration, we have a copy of Psylocke as well. We're also leveraging the recently buffed Forge here to give +2 power to Dakin, which we can effectively leverage into +4, or to kick Lady Deathstrike up to 6 power to be able to blow away even bigger things on the opponent's side of the board. And finally, we round out the deck list with a couple of key tech cards. We have Killmonger that leans into our Destroy synergies, as well as Shang-Chi that can just chop down big things the opposing player is doing. A lot of the times, the big swing this deck is looking to generate on the final turn is we'll play Shang-Chi or Killmonger along with Stature and the demon that our hood generates to put a bunch of stats into play and also disrupt what the opponent has going on. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights that I have for you here today. While I don't think this deck is going to be a meta breaker, I think Silver Samurai and the core of what this deck is looking to do is very serviceable if you play well and know your matchups. If you do enjoy what you see, snap that like button for the rest of the day. Have fun. So you're saying there's a chance? Murder World and Mojo World are the two worst theme parks.
Victory.
Awkward start from us, but Shang-Chi pulling it out. Wood. Oh, you knew what we were playing. Well, that's a big rip. On a snap here, I've got Dakin into Samurai plus Shang-Chi on the Sentinel. Like, you think Jane Jaw can be viable in the Conquest, but I think Conquest is a lot less competitive than the ladder at the top, and you can play most things there. How comfortable is the chair with the bike? It's pretty reasonable. Complaint / critique about my bike chair is that I can't sit crisscross applesauce cross-legged on it. If you're a normal human being who can sit with your legs in front of you, it's probably great all the time. Get to tag their Cerebro with the Samurai. Get got. Alright, our Shang-Chi is no longer great. Let's do this here and see what we can tag. They believe in magic. Actually, I think I'm happy if they fill the center. I'm gonna clean the left. it. They could have Goliath now, which encourages me to play out stuff this turn. Yeah, and I need to be careful of them rug pulling Limbo on top of it.
I am Iron Man.
No, Cerebro 3 doesn't usually play Blue Marvel. I think we just do this, right? I want to put more stats here, so that way they need to put 2 things here. And I put another thing here, so they need 3 things here. Yeah, they're just leaving. We cleaned them up that game. Just completely out-interacted them with our discard, our Lady Deathstrike. I think we were floating around 50-50 last I checked. Our deck's definitely not doing anything super powerful. Alright, Chad, I believe this Silver Samurai is going to discard their Hela. That's going to be great. We played like 20 games with Bounce yesterday, and I won like 65% of them. Nine power was their lowest power thing, chat.
Opponent snapped.
They're only gonna have 1 card in hand here, right? I think this Black Bolt can spike them. I'm gonna stay for the snap and see if we can tag the Hela. Shiggity Shrek, get fucking wrecked, gamer! Got him! Got him! Yes. This only gives me 1 shard, but I think that's fine, right? We get 1 shard, and the next turn we go like shard here, Killmonger here. Maybe we should have snapped earlier. It's a good go. Alright. Shadow King somewhere in their deck. Yeah, I'm gonna Black Bolt them here. Hopefully nip that in the bud. Lady Deathstrike would be a fun one for the final cleanup, but feel like we're in a position that we won't need it here. They play like Chavez. I guess their Chavez is 15, but that's only... That only ties here, right? So I just do this. Yeah.
Victory.
Drops will happen. Yeah, drops will be returning. Drops will be returning with the 1-year anniversary on the 18th. So, strong start here for us. Wesley Skypes, thanks for the primer. I appreciate that. They could have been series drops, I suppose. To that question, we don't know the answer. Maybe I'm supposed to play the hood here, actually, so that way I could Lady Death Strike to clean this out. Yeah, I think I messed up here. I should have played the hood here. So that way if I peel Lady Death Strike, I can clean all these out. That's fine. Just like a reason to play Man Thing, though, mostly. Killmonger? We beat their Hulk.
Victory.
For what it's worth, too, the build of Hazmat of this deck is significantly worse than the one without per untapped metrics. Yeah, we'll play this out, and then we can Killmonger next turn. It's a little sad we can't play today at Maze, but... I guess my hand is just, like, not super good to them. Like, I have the Black Bolt lined up for next turn. Oh, gosh. I don't know if we were getting an Ant-Man and I pulled the trigger. That's a nice pull for this. I think I want to do this just for the sake of spending my 5 energy this turn, though. I guess this takes it. This is 11-15 here.
Victory.
This is probably the line. Sweet chat. Need to get some good exercise time in today. Local man about to be Mobiused. Just vibe in. I would expect it to be a little bit challenging in the current metagame. Oh, this is the person that was playing Hella earlier. I think I do all this next turn, so that way I have a bunch of energy going into turn 6.
Oh, snap.
Which I guess could make contesting Shuri's lab difficult. So I want to forge last turn for the big Lady Deathstrike. 1, I want to eat the forge, and 2, I'm not sure Lady Deathstrike's really doing a lot on this board, right? Tempo Death Strike has to be a first time for everything. Yeah, exactly.
Victory.
That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.